Bill O'Reilly here. It's Friday, June 14th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, and here is what's happening across our nation. Immigration, already one of the key issues in the 2020 presidential election. Predictably, most Democrats have been highly critical of President Trump's policies, yet no Democratic candidate has offered specific solutions to actually fix the immigration problem. Some refuse to even admit there is a problem at the southern border. Senator Kamala Harris said she's willing to bypass Congress with an executive action that would legalize millions of undocumented people. You may recall her comments from a few months ago when she said, ICE agents were kind of like the Ku Klux Klan. Elizabeth Warren shares similar views, vowing to replace ICE as a top priority for her administration. Beto O'Rourke's plan would include a pathway to citizenship for more than 11 million illegal immigrants, committing an additional $5 billion to combat violence in Central America. Beto has even called for the removal of a pre-existing border in El Paso. He has stated publicly he doesn't see the border as much of a problem. Mayor Pete has called for a grand bargain on immigration. Like Beto, his plan would include a pathway to citizenship, legalization for dreamers, and also includes a very vague promise for more border security. The two frontrunners, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, their proposals are actually less radical than the other 2020 Democrats. Sanders has long argued that illegal immigrants depress wages for American workers. In April, the Vermont socialist was attacked by Democrats when he came out against open borders, saying the USA simply cannot accommodate the flood of poor people from all over the world. Joe Biden helped pass the Illegal Immigration Reform Act of 1996, which more than doubled the number of agents patrolling the border. Back then, he also supported a bill that funded 700 miles of new border fence. Biden seems to have softened on the issue lately, saying the estimated 12 million people living in the country right now illegally were, quote, already U.S. citizens as far as he is concerned. So what do all the Democrats have in common? Not one proposed a serious solution to stem the flow of illegal immigrants crossing our southern border every day. More than 1 million expected this year. Coming up, my message of the day: why isn't there a third political party? Now this. Imagine sailing the Mediterranean on a ship full of passengers who share your thirst for history and love of country. Gourmet Italian food, great nightlife, and relaxing poolside on the deck sound enticing, right? Well, you don't have to dream it, you can live it. I'm excited to announce Glenn Beck's first ever cruise through history, taking place next spring. He'll take us back in time to the foundations of our faith, our freedom, and human progress. I'm going to join as well as we sail the incredible Costa Luminosa out of Croatia. There are 4 different options for you, but in a nutshell, the cruise will begin in Venice, then sail on the eastern Mediterranean, visiting Croatia, Greece, and Israel. Here, you will walk where Jesus and the prophets walked, in the Holy Land, guided every step of the way. And on the sea, we'll be with you, myself, David Barton, Rabbi Lapin, Stu, and of course, Beck. We would love to share this experience as we cruise through history together. Please visit comesailaway.com to learn more. That's comesailaway.com for all of the details. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. How come we don't have more political parties? Why is it just the Republican Party and the Democratic Party when it comes to electing a president? Well, you got to go back to the Founding Fathers. American democracy embraced almost immediately 2-party rule. While there was no specific mention of political parties in the Constitution, you can have as many as you want. Our system was quickly established as Federalist, that's Alexander Hamilton's crew, versus Democrat-Republican, that's Thomas Jefferson. The winner-take-all system that we have in America gives no incentive for smaller parties, as the larger political operations appeal to many voters. Also, the USA employs a single-member district system, electing just 1 congressional representative. Other countries elect 2 or 3, depending on the position. In Israel, for example, there are currently 12 political parties holding seats in the Knesset. 5 in Japan. Now, modern day, only 2 third parties have more than 100,000 registered voters, the Libertarians and the Greens. Libertarian Party, founded in 1971, has about 500,000 registered voters attached to it. Green Party, founded in 2001, 250,000. Now, there have been third-party runs, as you know, and they have been effective in throwing an election one way or the other. Perhaps the best example is Bill Clinton, because he would not have been elected had not Ross Perot, remember Ross, gained about 20 million votes in 1992, most of them taken away from President Bush the Elder. But Perot did not get any electoral votes, he just got popular votes. However, his momentum, what he generated, depressed the vote for Bush the Elder, who could have gotten more electoral votes had he gotten some of those 20 million that Perot got. In 2016, when Donald Trump was elected, Green Party candidate Jill Stein got 1.5 million votes, and it didn't matter. She had no sway in the election. Now, the question becomes, is it healthier for a country to have more than 2 political parties? And I believe it is. I believe that we need a strong, vibrant third party in America. Maybe we call it the traditional party. Because obviously, deals are being made, and many Americans feel they are not being represented by either the Democrats or the Republicans. Immigration is the best example of this. The Republican Party controlled the House and the Senate for the first 2 years of Donald Trump's administration. Yet no immigration reform was passed when it could have been. But many Republicans simply would not support tough border measures and other legislation that would have constrained illegal immigration. The Republicans wouldn't do it. Perhaps a third party would, and it would give Americans another option. The more people in the political fray, the better. That's democracy. And that's a message. For more news and analysis, please head on over to BillO'Reilly.com, where you can actually see me. We'll be back after this. My friend Glenn Beck launched RealEstateAgentsITrust.com for a very simple reason: to help you sell your home for top dollar as quickly as possible. His team quickly realized there are 3 keys to success. 1, selling or buying a home is a very complicated process and difficult to navigate, so choose agents with a long track record of success. No part-time or inexperienced agents in their network. 2, market value for your home cannot be calculated using computer models. It takes years of expertise to evaluate your market and to price your home to sell quickly for top dollar. Beck's agents are experts in your neighborhood. And 3, home sellers most genuinely like the agent they choose to trust their home to. That's why we select agents who are fans like you. They do business like you, and they share your values. RealEstateAgentsITrust.com was started to help you buy or sell your home fast. Get moving with RealEstateAgentsITrust.com, RealEstateAgentsITrust.com. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. Beverly Hills, California, the first city in the USA to ban the sale of tobacco products. Last week, local officials voted unanimously to end the sale of cigarettes, cigars, and e-cigarettes by gas stations and stores. However, the new ordinance did include certain exemptions for Beverly Hills' wealthiest residents. After receiving petitions from industry insiders and celebrities like former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, Beverly Hills included exemptions for 3 posh cigar lounges. So members of the Grand Havana Room have nothing to worry about. Schwarzenegger otherwise supports the ban, but not for his favorite cigar bar. A smoke for me, but not for thee. The ban will take effect in 2021. Now, many local businesses oppose the ordinance, citing the financial burden they will incur. But the city council believes the public health benefits are the greater good. While some may disagree with the idea of banning tobacco products, it's hard to argue with the threat to public health. According to the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, smoking cigarettes remains the leading cause of preventable death in the USA. An estimated 480,000 people die prematurely from smoking-related diseases every year. Many of them die painfully. Tobacco use is responsible for 87% of lung cancer deaths and 32% of coronary heart disease fatalities. There is some good news. Greater awareness about the negative effects of tobacco does seem to be having an effect on reducing the number of regular users. Cigarette smoking among U.S. adults is currently at the lowest level ever recorded. In 2017, 14% of U.S. adults smoked cigarettes. That's a 67% decline from 1965. The smokers of Beverly Hills will be happy to know that tobacco sales are still legal throughout the rest of Los Angeles. And of course, smoking pot is now allowed as well, so crank up those lungs. But not in 90210. We'll be back in a moment. Bill O'Reilly here, and I'll lay odds that the title and mortgage to your home just hit the hands of identity thieves. One of the largest real estate title companies in the world leaked hundreds of millions of homeowner files. And I'm betting documents about your home, including loans, mortgages, and bank accounts, are up for sale illegally internationally. And once thieves have them, they'll forge your home's title so it appears you sold your home. Then they'll borrow thousands from online lenders and stick you with the payments. I've seen this firsthand. And no identity theft program or insurance covers you. The first 30 days are crucial. So I got you 30 days of free title and mortgage protection from Home Title Lock. Home Title Lock puts a virtual barrier around your home's online title to help block identity thieves. Register your address now to verify you're not already a victim and get 30 days of free protection. No obligation. Do it all online. Go to HomeTitleLock.com. 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 Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.